how do you plan to effectively deliver on the mandate of the council?
Well, the way to deliver is really to look at our terms of reference. Ours is not about to rally the campaign in the public, but rather ours is to go directly to the electorate. And we believe the electorates are in the grassroots. They are in the marketplace. They are having small businesses. Maybe some of them are unemployed. A lot of them maybe are disabled. Some are orphans. Some have lost their wives. Or some have lost their husbands. Some are in the IDPs. Some are having difficult times. And these are electorates. They are Nigerians. They are citizens of this country. And ours is to go to them directly because they are the ones who are voting. And that is what makes our own council different from other councils. Ours is to go to them directly and sell the manifesto of our party that promises to tackle the issues of insecurity in our state and in other states. Our manifesto has given us an assurance that wherever there are resources, natural resources, they will be harnessed for the good of the people, where those items are being extracted, and also for the whole country. So this is what we are doing, and this we believe is what will deliver. And this is what we will be doing to deliver Zamfara State to APC and to deliver it to our flag bearer. 25% is the requirement, and we intend to get 25%. And on top of that, another 25%. If you have the Presidential Campaign Council campaigning, and then you have the ICC also campaigning in Zamfara State, then we can be sure that, yes, we'll be getting 25 here and 25 on the other side. So that will give us 50% of the total vote, much more than what the Constitution requires. We don't want just victory, but we want a landslide victory. And that is what we aim, and that is what we are hoping for. And we believe it's a question of when, not a question of if, because we believe we will get it, inshallah.
Less than 2 weeks to the presidential election.
Yes.
How do you plan to achieve this?
Well, the campaigning has not just started now. The campaigning has started long ago. So we've been in the grassroots. This is just an official inauguration that we have done. But even before then, we've been campaigning. Like I said, the Presidential Campaign Council is the one that does all the rallies across the country. Ours is not a campaign that you see, that we gather people to drum support alone. We do that. But at the same time, like I said, we go to the doors, we knock to the doors, and when we have any opportunity to interact with the Nigerian electorate in this state, what we do is to sell the manifesto of the party and to also tell them what our flag bearer has done for his own state. And we believe that if what he has done in his state, that is Lagos State, is replicated in other states, then this country will have no business whatsoever to do with poverty, will have no business to do with issues of insecurity. Yes, we have less than 10 days to the election day, but surely we've been in the field, we've been in the trenches, long before this time of our inauguration.
So now what do you consider the main selling point of your presidential candidate?
Well, for us, he has done it before. He has been in the trenches before for democracy in this country. We believe he is a Democrat. We believe he is also not only a Democrat, but a quintessential politician. He knows what it takes to get agreements from different disparate opinions. And this is exactly what we require. Somebody who believes in democracy, who has fought for democracy in this country. And not only that, but he knows the technicalities of politics. I give you an example. If you have to amend the Constitution of Nigeria in order to balance the country, it will require maybe 24% of the state assemblies of this country to endorse an amendment to a constitution. Now, for you to do that, you need to have a politician who can weld the opinions of these 24, at least 24 states, to bring about the required amendments. Yes, we have had amendments before, but there are other amendments that will be required, especially when it comes to issues of security for this country. Now, with the caliber of our candidates, I'm sure and I am convinced that he has what it takes to bring about unanimity or consensus among the states of this federation to maybe amend the constitution where it is necessary to do the amendment. Now, if you don't have a politician who has the capacity to do this aggregation of interests, then you may end up not having your objective realized. So this, I believe, is the selling point. He has the capacity, he's been in the trenches for democracy in this country, and he has shown himself to be a true politician who can bring about agreements among disparate opinions, among disparate groups, among disparate conflicting interests. And this is what we require, because this country is a complex country. It requires somebody who has the complexity, who appreciates the complexity of the country, who appreciates that, yes, this country is a multi-ethnic, multi-religious country. And I believe he exemplifies that. And if you look at where he presided or where he governed as a governor, Lagos can be regarded as a microcosm of Nigeria, because everyone is represented there. There is no ethnic group that is not represented there. And for you to govern that state for 8 good years, and then for other people to come and agree with what you have done and to continue with your own policies, then it means that that person who did that must be a person who appreciates or who understands what it means to handle a complex country like Nigeria.
Let us come to the level of Zamfara, which you represent. What do people of Zamfara stand to get from Tinubu administration if he eventually becomes the next president?
Well, if you remember when he came here for the campaign, he made a lot of promises, and those are not only promises, they are promises that we believe he will deliver. but he will only deliver if he is elected. One of them, I think, is the issue of security. Security is paramount. The security of lives and properties is paramount and is the fundamental objective of any government around the world, is to secure lives and properties of the citizens. Now, if you have a presidential candidate who promises to tackle this through negotiation with other stakeholders in the country, perhaps to amend the constitution that says or that has a structure or a security architecture that is somehow outdated by the realities of today, then you just have to cast your vote to that person. And that person is Senator Bala Tinubu. So for Zamfara State, what it stands to gain and to get from a Tinubu presidency is security of lives and properties. That is one. Two, this state is known as a state that has agricultural resources, and the people are agricultural people, and they are people who are engaged in livestock, animal husbandry. These are the activities that we are known for, and that is why we even call the state, what do we call? Farming. It's our pride. But in recent times, a lot of natural resources has been discovered in the state. And if those resources are harnessed, the state will have no business whatsoever to do with poverty. And this, I believe, if you read the manifesto of the candidate, our candidate, the Ashwaju, the Jagaban of Borgu, you will see what he intends to do regarding mines and mineral resources. So these areas, I think the people of Zamfara State will benefit a lot by casting their votes to this ticket, Tinubu and Shettima. Security of lives and property, which is a fundamental requirement for whatever activity you want to do. Whatever activity you are engaged in, if you don't have assurance that you are secure outside your house, inside your house, on the streets, in the markets, and all the other places you want to go, then you won't be able to pursue those things if you are not secure and you don't feel secure. So this ticket promises to give security, promises to do something with the natural resources the state has, and also it has something to do with what we are used to, which is agriculture.
Finally, sir, what is your message to people of Zamfara State?
Well, my message to the people of Zamfara State is to say that on the 25th of February, there is going to be an election that will bring about the person that will succeed President Muhammadu Buhari. My message to the people of Zamfara State is for them to come out and cast their votes to our party and to our flag bearer. There has been some changes in the electoral act and in the electoral law of this country that requires and that will make it imperative for people to come out to vote for who they want to vote for. So mine is to ask them that perhaps before, if they feel that, well, their vote doesn't matter or doesn't count, this election, their votes will matter and their votes will count. Because nobody is going to vote on their behalf. And let it be that they come out to determine who will lead this country to a glorious future. This is my message to them, that they should come also out on the 11th of March to cast their votes to those who will run the affairs of the states. We are running a federation. Nigeria is a federation. It's a federal republic. You have the states and you have the federal government. A lot of issues are determined at the state level. So we should be concerned about who becomes our governor. We should be concerned about who becomes our senators, who becomes our representative at the federal level. And then we should also be concerned about who becomes our members in the state assemblies. Because this is where life and death matters are decided. So my message is for the people of Zamfara State to come out en masse. They shouldn't disenfranchise themselves. They should come out and cast their vote on these 2 days of election, on the 25th of February and also on the 11th of March, so that our future will be a future that is guaranteed to be prosperous, not only for ourselves, but also for our children and even our grandchildren.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.